Hey, Calvin here, and recently I made a video on how to reformat your iPhone. So if you don't know what reformatting is, it's essentially wiping your device and starting over from scratch. So when you wipe your device, iOS essentially gets reinstalled and you start from a clean slate. So your device is essentially like what it was when it was brand new when you first bought it and you went through the onboarding process and set everything up. So if you have reformatted your iPhone before, you might also have paired it with an Apple Watch. So if you have an Apple Watch, it was paired with your iPhone before you reformatted it, and now you reformatted it and you're wondering, well, how do I connect my Apple Watch back to my iPhone? Well, I'll go over the process on how you can reformat your Apple Watch. So in this video, that's exactly what I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna explain how you can reformat your Apple Watch. Now, I have an Apple Watch SE, so it came out, I think last year or the year before, so it's decently new, but this process should work for pretty much all Apple Watches, as the process to wipe your Apple Watch is essentially the same. Now, a couple things to remember, just like reformatting your iPhone, if you reformat your Apple Watch, you are gonna lose all of your data on this device. So your Apple Watch is basically going to delete all your data, reinstall watchOS, and then you have to configure and set it up all over again. So a couple tips. Number one, make sure that the data that you have is backed up somewhere, either through your accounts, through iCloud, somewhere else. If you do have media that's stored directly on the watch, just know that it's going to get wiped clean. So if you need it, make sure you either save it somewhere or you have access to it from like another app or your iPhone. And secondly, if you did download any apps straight from the Apple Watch App Store, make sure you have a list of them somewhere so you know which apps you want to re-download once you've finished reformatting your Apple Watch. And finally, just like reformatting your iPhone, reformatting your Apple Watch will also delete and wipe all of your Apple Pay information. All that data that's stored on your watch will be wiped. So if you do need to re-add credit cards or anything with Apple Pay, make sure you have those cards and anything else accessible to add back onto the watch once you've wiped it. Okay, so the process for wiping your Apple Watch should be the same for the GPS versions of the Apple Watch and GPS plus cellular versions. The only small difference is when you wipe your Apple Watch and you have the cellular version, then it will ask you whether or not you want to keep your plan or remove the Apple Watch from your plan. So if you are just reformatting your Apple Watch and repairing it with your same iPhone, then you want to make sure you keep that plan. So it'll ask you for the prompt. It'll say, do you want to keep your plan or remove it? Make sure you keep it. Now, if you are removing the Apple Watch from the plan, then make sure you get in contact with your carrier so you know what to do. They'll know what to do if you are trying to remove that plan. But outside of that, the reformat process for Apple Watch is very straightforward. Okay, and finally, why would you want to reformat and wipe your Apple Watch? Well, there are a few reasons. Number one, if you're having problems with the Apple Watch and you've tried a lot of troubleshooting on your own, the last resort is to just completely wipe it, reinstall watchOS, and see if that fixes the problem. The second reason you might want to reformat your Apple Watch is if you're trading it in or selling it to somebody else. So if you are selling this or giving this watch away, make sure you reformat your Apple Watch before you start the trade-in process or the selling process. Why? Because we want to make sure that all of your secure data on your Apple Watch is completely removed before you give it to somebody else. Okay, with that being said, let's go ahead and start the process. It's very easy, it should be pretty quick, and it should be very straightforward. So let's jump into how to reformat your Apple Watch.
All right, welcome to my Apple Watch. So once again, this is the Apple Watch SE, and at the very top, you might see a little red symbol, and that is really just to state that there is no iPhone attached to this Apple Watch, or rather, this Apple Watch is not attached to your iPhone. So the process of repairing your Apple Watch after you've reformatted your iPhone is as follows. So what you first want to do is you want to go to your home screen, and somewhere here you're gonna find your settings app. So make sure you go into this app, and once you're in settings, you wanna scroll down to general. Go ahead and tap on that and go to the very, very bottom of this screen. At the bottom, you're gonna see this little reset button. So let's tap on that. And once you're here, you're gonna see two different options. So the top one is gonna say erase all content and settings, which is what we're going to do. And the second one is reset home screen layout. So what resetting your home screen layout does is essentially reset your app home screen to kind of the default state. So it doesn't really wipe anything on the device, it just resets your home screen back to your original layout. But we don't wanna do that. So we wanna completely wipe the Apple Watch because we wanna repair it. So we're gonna tap erase all contents and settings. And once you do that, you are gonna have to enter in your PIN, I think twice, to confirm that you do want to reformat this Apple Watch. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And once you do that, you're gonna get this prompt stating that all of the stuff on your Apple Watch will be deleted. And once you do this, it cannot be undone. So if you are sure you want to reformat your Apple Watch and completely erase it, go ahead and click erase all. So once that happens, Apple Watch is going to take over and it's going to start deleting all of your data, reinstalling watchOS, and then reconfiguring it so that it is set up from the very first time you got it. Now remember, if you do have the GPS plus cellular option, it might also ask you if you want to keep your plan or not keep your plan, so you can go ahead and choose which option works best for you, and then you can proceed with wiping the Apple Watch.
So there you go, you have a brand new reformatted Apple Watch. So remember, this destroyed all data on your Apple Watch, so you will have to re-download all your apps and set everything up once again. Make sure you pair it with your iPhone, or you can go ahead and start selling it or trading it if that was your intended purpose. Okay, I hope this video has helped. If it has, give it a thumbs up. You can follow me on all my socials down in the description below, and I will see you guys in the next one.